Hey everyone, welcome back to another video.
The thing about the human mind is that it always functions in patterns. It always lives in patterns. And everywhere around you in society, wherever you see, there are people who end up living their entire lives in a pattern. And when you live life in such a way, you are not really aware and conscious. You are unconscious, asleep, like a mechanical thing. Everything is fixed. You have been kind of programmed in a certain way and you go on doing things in that manner. And that programming creates a box for you. And you start thinking that whatever exists in that box is the only truth. And our entire identity revolves around all that conditioning, programming. So when that identity gets strong, you are unable to question that programming. You are unable to question that pattern. And people need courage to dare to question, because this questioning is the only thing that can free you from that box, from those patterns. And that questioning comes from your consciousness. When you start becoming aware, when you start waking up, that's what awakening is. Waking up to your prisons that you have been living in. And this box is your prison in which your mind is. Your conditioning is the prison. Because you are not supposed to be a robot, you are not something mechanical. You are a human being. And most importantly, you are a being. You are here to experience life. If life was all about living in a pattern, is that even life? You were all the time unconscious. It was like you were already dead. Everything that you could have been, which is your authentic self, your soul, entire lives, you just settled for your conditioning. You never expressed that higher power through you, because that conditioning was keeping you in that box. So the only barrier is your own mind, is your own conditioning. And we pick up a lot of programs from our parents, from our society, and we just carry on. We just carry the same lineage. We carry the same cycle. We don't dare to break that cycle. And the funny thing is that all our patterns in that we live have nothing to do with alignment. We actually live in misalignment with who we are. All the stories, all the boxes that you are living in, they are far away from who you are. It's like there is a conspiracy against yourself. There is no one there like you can blame on someone. But this entire reality is designed like that. That everything will try to push you away from yourself. It will try to distract you from who you are, but you have to awaken. And you have to realize that who you are. You have to discover your light. That's why you're here. You are in a maze, and you're supposed to forget who you are, and you're supposed to find out again, and you have to come back home. That's the entire reality we are living in. People are unable to change. They resist change. And the irony is that the change is the only constant in life. Change is the universal law. Everything is changing. There is nothing permanent. So when you are living in a pattern, any kind of pattern, let's say your routine, when you have the same kind of routine, what you're doing is you have created a knowing. You have created a known field that I know that when I will do this, the outcome will be that. Everything is fixed. Nothing will change. It is my little bubble. Now the thing is that when you are living there is no newness there. Because only in newness there is unknown. And only in unknown there is newness. If you don't go into the unknown, you can't channel the new energy. And what is the old energy? It is your past. It is dead. It is not alive. It's gone. When you are again and again living in the known and running away from change, you are in resistance to life. Are you really living? Because the only thing that is always happening, which is change, you are denying that. You are saying it doesn't exist. I will force my way into existence. I will say that I don't want change. I want to stay the same. I want to take the same road to work every day. I want to take the same road for jogging every day. So what are you doing here? You have created a little world. You are going on the same road every day unconsciously. That is another problem. You're jogging on the same path. There's a great Zen saying that you can't step into the same river twice. Because when you step in the second time, there is no longer the same water and there is no longer the same person who is stepping in. Each moment, we are evolving. People can change in 5 minutes. Something can happen in their life and they have completely changed. They come out a new person. It can be a breakup, it can be someone's death, it can be anything, some spiritual experience. But people can change in 5 minutes. Now, how they perceive reality is changed. So, every moment we are changing. The more we are holding on to who we think we are, to those identities, to those patterns, we are resisting life. But this entire society, this reality that we are living in, fear-based survival system, they project an idea that you have to try your best to stay secure, to stay the same, to do the same thing again and again. That's the only way. But what if that is the only way that is going to suffocate your soul? Because that is not the way of consciousness. It is making you more and more unconscious. So let's just say that you go down the same road, but you are conscious there. You are aware. You are becoming aware of the changes on that road every day. Something is there which wasn't there yesterday. You are able to notice that difference. And you are conscious, you are aware, you are mindful. You are not just robotically zoned out while you are driving. You are not zoned out while you are jogging. So that is consciousness. When you are able to be mindful of everything that you are doing. When you are sitting in a garden, you are able to feel everything that's happening around you. So this consciousness is needed to get out of this resistance nature of the ego, to get out of your past, to get out of your conditioning of those patterns. And this consciousness is something that is not something you can find outside of you that you have to achieve. It is who you are. It is always here. Right now listening to this, physically you are listening through the ears. But who is the one who is listening, knowing through those ears? If you are the one who is thinking, who is the one who is aware of that thinking? That is consciousness. So once you start perceiving yourself as that, every day you take out some time to just sit with yourself and connect to yourself on a deeper level. Deeper than your ego, deeper than your conditioning, deeper than your fears, deeper than the known. And right now it is unknown for you. This consciousness is something unknown. You have always followed the patterns of the society, everything that is projected on you, that this is the only way. So that's why a lot of people are afraid of going down this road of consciousness. They don't want to be conscious. Hence the saying, ignorance is bliss. To break the patterns is to change your understanding of life. How you understand yourself, how deeply you dive within yourself is how deeply you understand life. So become conscious. Don't live like a mechanical being. Don't be like a zombie. Try to do something new, try to do it differently. And if that is not possible, do it with awareness. Wake up, do it consciously. When you're driving, don't zone out. Be there completely. When you're walking, don't zone out. Watch every step. Be conscious of it. As much conscious as you can. The more conscious you become, the more you are aligned with who you truly are. Beyond the surface, you can know yourself as the center of your being.
I hope you enjoyed this video. You can like, comment, share. You can also support my work by hitting the thanks button. And please make sure to subscribe. Much love to you all.